There's an event going on right now in Japan for Smash Ultimate. That's a full roster playable. Yesterday we watched the first day of it, and it was a bunch of kids playing, so they were kind of just rolling around and smashing, but we learned some new things, like Game & Watch has a projectile on his forward air that drops a bomb, and then a projectile on his up air. Now, who gave Game & Watch projectiles? Beats me. We also learned that Luigi has a Zair, and Poltergust is actually a part of his grab, so that's really different. I'm really excited for tonight's event because that's when like all the pro Smash players in Japan who are there, like we know Abadango's there, Sue is there, I know Ark, one of the Japanese Falcos, is there. Rain is there, we saw his name in the bracket, so tonight's gonna be really good, so I'll be streaming that again if you want to come check that out with us. Should be a fun time. After the grand finals on the first day, Sakurai had a little segment where he actually went through classic mode, show how it's different for every character, which is really cool. It makes me want to actually play classic mode with everyone, so that's exciting. He also showed off spirits in more detail, both the matches and leveling up and transforming your own spirits that you have. Then he went to tutorial, and he showed first, like, you know, what we already know. If you grab the ledge and grab it again, you can be hit, so he showed that with Shulk and Mario. And then he just showed Mario grabbing the ledge 4 times. And the 5th time he tried to grab it, he just fell and couldn't grab it. Which, I can't understand Japanese. I don't know if he highlighted this, but that's like a big change that hasn't been in Smash before, and what I really want to talk about. So as we know, Smash has a way to track grabs on the ledge. Like there's a thing at the end, when at the very end of a match says total times you grab ledge, and that's like in matches in Brawl, for instance. They use that because if you grabbed it X amount of times, they were like DQ'd you because you were just camping on the ledge the whole match. So. But in Smash 4, obviously we know, because when you grab it again, you lose invincibility. So the fact they took it even further, because like characters like Bayonetta could grab ledge and then they could just like up B. And their up B is so giant that it would just hit you, so she could just grab it again for free. So like a camping aspect, like Bayonetta could do it, Wii Fit could do it really well, Villager with customs could do it really well. So it's interesting they're actually taking steps. Like each Smash game, they always put in something as a response to how the last one was played. We see that with like ledge trumping being a thing, you losing ledge invincibility because people just grab a ledge and are invincible, you can't hit them. Ledge trumping to make edge guarding difference, stuff like that. So we talk about like the camping aspect of it, but let's think of the aggressive side, because remember, this is you grab the ledge on the 5th time you try to grab the ledge in a row without getting on stage, you will not grab it. But so we think about camping first off. That's what you think. Oh, camper's gonna get. But like, think about the aggressive side of this. So so my thought goes to Falco versus like Falcon. So Falco can grab ledge. Falcon up B's, he just back airs him, goes back to ledge. Back airs him again, goes back to ledge. Right? You can anyone can do that to Falcon. You just keep grabbing the ledge, keep hitting him away. But on the 5th time you do that, if you try to just go back to the ledge, you won't grab it and will just fall. So you have to then go on stage to avoid that. So it also makes edge guarding different, because the aggressor now has to keep in mind how many times they've grabbed the ledge, because they do it too many times, they will actually just fall and like they'll die, and the opponent will get back if they didn't hit them far enough away. I really love seeing between the Smash games like the directions they took characters, what they changed. Like from Brawl to Smash 4, right? A lot of characters who had instant spikes were gone. A lot of characters who had auto cancel projectiles, those were gone, because like in Smash, well, on most of the Smash games, with Brawl, like, quick spikes were really strong, and then people auto-canceling projectiles was really strong, so, like, they just did away with it. And now in this game, they're actually going further with the ledge, which in the past with the ledge, like we said, in Smash 4, it's not that obvious because ledge trumping is there, but still the fact that you could still sit on the ledge. If you could keep them from getting to you, you could just sit on the ledge and camp it. Well, it's going to stop you if they can't hit you off of it, right? And then, like I said, on the other side, if you are being aggressive or someone, you have to remember how many times you grab ledge, because you forget. You could try to go for ledge and you'll die. So that's like really important on both ends. So something else that I really want to talk about though, with this training area or tutorial area, I'm pretty sure it is that when you look down, well, first if you look, there's 77 of these tips. And at first it seems like, did they change that many things? But it's like core stuff that you wouldn't know unless you were paying attention, because like I think this was really cool about this too, is if we go back to say Smash 4's website or dojo, if you will, and we learned about ledge trumping. They had a picture and a thing that told us that ledge trumping was in the game, and we learned about that 2 people can tether the ledge at once and the tethers hit from further because there was a picture and stuff that told us. For Smash Ultimate so far, they haven't done any of that. They mostly have just done here's new music, here's this character. Like, they haven't been showing mechanical-wise stuff, so it's interesting that they actually just put that all in the game. Because, like, tips popped up in Smash 4, but they popped up in between, it was hard to even read them. And Ultimate loads so fast. Like, that cool screen they showed us from the, like, E3, where it sits there and just pauses. You really just take in the characters. That pops up, and then, like, a second later, the game starts. Like, this game is very fast to load now, which is really cool that they polished it to that degree. The other thing I really want to talk about in the training, besides the sheer amount of them, is that when you look down, like the next one is Donkey Kong and Samus. So I imagine that's about charge shots. Like charge shots in the air, since that's the only thing I can think of that they have in common. So like, maybe that's telling you that you can charge shot in the air, you can cancel it, because Samus can charge. Because both of them can charge in the air, right? And they can both cancel it, assumably in the air now. Because Samus before couldn't charge, she would just fire it. Next one is like Marth and Little Mac. So my mind goes for those two to counters. So now that could be going about, okay, so this is down B and counter characters, and how that works for all these characters. Next we see Fox and Mario. For them, it could be their neutral B, but I more think of it, actually, Marth and Little Mac could also be neutral B, honestly, they both lunge, but Max is so much different than Marth. But for Fox and Mario, I think about Reflector. So Fox his shine and Mario his cape. So that could be talking about Reflector characters, how Reflector works. The next one goes Lucas and Ness. So my first thought was their up B, but it could be their down B, because they're the only ones to have like an absorption down B. And then below them is Game & Watch, which I would think that would be Bucket. Which, by the way, people have said that Bucket not only absorbs energy projectiles, if it's a physical projectile he can't absorb, he reflects it now. That's pretty different. I wonder if they did the same thing to Ness and Lucas. The more I think of the possibility of what they could have changed, the more I want to see this whole tutorial mode. Like when I get the game, first I'm gonna unlock all the characters. After that, I might go through this whole thing and just see like, okay, what did they change? What are the mechanics like what's new that I didn't notice from playing the game? Like that's gonna be so sick. I love also that like how we can see the names of moves and custom moves. He also showed the character screens where we can see it there. Also, I mean, we haven't seen customs at all, so it's probably not that ridiculous to believe that they're not there, but we see with the characters there's no number next to theirs, but then the Mii fighters have numbers, so it's obvious also that Mii fighters can still pick their ones. And Mii swordsman moves are way better from what I've seen, so I'm happy about that. It's giving them also their costume, it's not in the game. I'm super excited for this game, man. There's so much stuff to talk about. Like, there's so much content in this game, and it's only $60. Yeah, it's more if you buy the fighter pass, which I'm definitely buying because it's Smash, I need it. But like, there's so much content in this game. Like, Sakurai's done such a good job, and I can't wait to play it. It's so close. So yeah, super excited for tonight to see the really known Japanese Smash players get their hands on the game with a full roster and see what they do and see what we find out. Hope to catch you guys in the next video.
What you need.